Hello and welcome to the Honeyshire. I'm feeling a little bit like Gandalf right now for some reason. I will get to the string angel, but I wanted to show you what I have been working on for days. 10 of these little guys, and they're so cute, you little gnomes. They're so cute. If you're one of the first 10 to click on that join button right next to the subscribe button, one of these woodsy, folksy little guys will belong to you if you hurry and join. And now for what we will be making in this video. It's a string angel. It's nearing the end of October, and so now is the time to be making your holiday Christmas crafts. There it is, an angelic string angel. The supplies you'll need for this string angel is, first of all, string, and you'll need some scissors. You'll need a cotton ball. I have another one just in case. And you will need some kind of fancy cord of some sort, or some of these pipe cleaner things. Whatever you prefer for a halo and a scepter, something like this. You'll also need a ruler. To begin, you'll want to cut one section of string about 10 inches long. I'm going to set that aside for a moment. Now, you'll want to cut 22 pieces of string that are a foot long, 12 inches long. And then you want to cut 23 pieces of string into 9-inch lengths. So you can cut them each one at a time with your ruler and measure the 9, 23 of those, and 12-inch, you'll need 22 of those. Or you can, gonna bring out one of my favorite books again. You can use a book. This one measures 9 inches across and 12 inches, and it's a little bit faster because then I can just wrap the string around and then cut the ends. Or this book measures, and so appropriate since it is October, it's 6 inches across, so I can use that for the 12-inch lengths if you take it and count 1, 2, because both sides will be the 12 inches. It just makes it faster. If you plan on making a bunch of angels for your tree, I would suggest cutting out a piece of cardboard. That measures on one side 4.5 inches, and on the other side 6 inches, which if you double these, that'll be the 9, and that'll be the 12, so that when you go from the bottom and around, that's one string that's 12 inches long. Start with the 12-inch, which up and back will be 12 inches on this 6-inch side. And I need 22 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was so close. Now I have a little tingle. 21 and 22. Now I just need to get my scissors. Cut this one first. There are 22 pieces of 12-inch long strings. Now I will do the 23 pieces of 9-inch long strings. 1, 2, 23. Cut that. And then you want to cut on the side where you've got your 2 string ends. Now we've got 23. Keep them as straight as you can. You don't want them messed up. I have a cheat sheet right here if you want to take a still shot. I did this a long time ago, so don't judge my drawings. Okay, this extra 10-inch piece, you want to pull it apart slowly so it doesn't turn into a knotted mess. And you want 2 or 3 strings or threads of the string for little tie pieces. So here's one, and it has 3 threads. Here's another one, and it has 3 threads. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let's get a better bunch. Don't knot up. Ta-da! And that has 3 threads too. We'll get our 12-inch long strings and one of our ties, and right in the middle, in the 6-inch spot, there, we're going to tie them together. I'm going to turn it over and do it again for extra strength. Next, you get your cotton ball, and we're going to make the angel's head. I usually have to take some of the cotton off because the cotton ball's too big. See how rounded up. Here's the tie, and now you just kind of want to spread the strings around as evenly as you can. Okay, that's pretty good. With the white cotton ball, if there's little parts that show, it's not really going to show because it blends in. So when you have those spread around, get another one of your tie pieces and lay your little angel down, and then tie this piece to form the neck or bottom of the head as close to the bottom of that cotton ball as you can, and tie it tight. Okay, that's not very tight, so I'm going to turn it around. Let's see if I can get it a little tighter this time. And then you can readjust any of those threads if you want. And situated just so. Next, we can lay her aside and pick up our 9-inch strings. I'm going to try and straighten them out a little bit. Try and keep all the ends even while you do that. And then fold them in half. And get a tie ready. Lay that right there. So that the ends are mostly together. They're not perfectly even, and that is okay at this point. And about 1 inch down from the ends, you'll tie another knot. This is the angel's arms. And like we did with the neck and the head, on all of these, you'll want to turn it upside down, wrap the string or little threads around it again, and knot it. You might want to do it more than twice even. I am going to do that on these hands. Next, we pick our little angel head and body, and we will want to, I'm going to use this for the front because it looks the best. So from side to side, I'm going to divide these strings in half. You can count them if you want it to be perfect. Okay. Then take these arms. Oh, we want to keep that fold open. And then put the front, yeah, here's my front, through the big loop that we have, and scooch them up as high as we can. And kind of straighten everything out there for her bodice. And then we need another tie. Actually, I want this underneath. Give me a little place to put some pressure on that knot. And tie it. Turn it over to try again. I didn't feel like I got that very tight either. That one was much better. Straighten out her skirt. Starting to look like an angel. Now this is the messy part. So I'm going to put these instructions here to catch all the ends. And then we're gonna, with the little ends of the tie strings, have those go forward too. Hopefully you've got some good scissors, which these aren't the best, but they do cut. You'll want to cut about 1/2 inch away from the ends, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. To round them out. And then fluff them like that. That's the fun part. trying to get those strings to unwind into threads like that. Oh, another thing that was handy is a glue gun. Or you can use regular glue. Then you can move the arms if you need to at this point if one side seems longer. And then you're going to glue her arm body there with the scepter. So I will get my little pipe cleaner. That's probably going to be long enough. Couple it. Is that 2 inches? So that was a 4-inch piece folded in half. And we'll glue that in like that. My glue gun still has fake fur on it from making all of these guys. So here's the little scepter. We'll put a hefty blob right here on her chest. And if I need more for the hands, I can do that. Hold it. So I'll turn that over and make a halo out of the pipe cleaner. Make a little circular halo shape, and with this end, twist it. And then cut it below where you twisted it. And bend that like, oops, like that. Let's see how that's going to look. That'll look good. Now I need a blob of hot glue right there, and I think I'm going to try and get both the hanger and the halo in the same blob of glue without burning my fingers. Do the hanger part first. Hold it. I'm going to have to do 2 blobs of glue. Okay. Now we'll slip this over the top of the hanger. Let that sit there. Get a little more glue on top. Put that right there. Maybe I can use another pipe cleaner to protect my fingers. Press it down in the glue. Now I can just trim the ends of this hanging cord, like so. It's still warm. Let that cool a little bit longer before I go handling it much more than that. Here's just a bit of trivia. In the Bible, of course, it talks about angels, but it also talks about giants and cherubim, which are sort of like angels. It talks about dragons, behemoth, and like a sea serpent, Leviathan, and flying fiery serpents, talking donkeys, and even unicorns. Because of that, that makes me feel like I am just okay if I want to believe in gnomes and Santa Claus and fairies and the mystical world of elves and hobbits. It's what makes life go from ordinary to extraordinary.